Hi friends, it's Cricket and I'm going to show you guys how to make this fun duct tape feather pen. So it's really kind of cool. Maybe it doesn't look that interesting. It's all white. The reason I'm showing you white is because I gave you in your package white duct tape. But what you can do, and I'll explain to you later when we're about to cut it, you can get permanent markers and decorate this all and make it, put flowers and all designs, your name on it, and design the white duct tape, or you can get different colored duct tape. Y'all know, Thrive know about duct tape. Okay, so we're gonna make this feather pen. First thing you need to do, in your package, you had pens. I gave you 3 pens. You're going to need your ruler, and you are going to, and your duct tape. You need duct tape. You are going to go and need to make sure you have, you don't already have it, get the sharpest pair of scissors that you have in your house. Really sharp scissors is the key to making this a fun, quick, easy project. Really, really sharp scissors. Ask mom and dad, what's the sharpest scissors in the house? Can I use them, mom and dad? All right, first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your pen and you're going to keep your cap on your pen. You're going to take your duct tape and lay it out and kind of make it a little bit longer than the pen. You're going to measure where the edge of the cap is. You're going to hold it on the edge of the duct tape, and then you're going to leave it there beside the duct tape. You're going to take your ruler and the edge of the pen, you're going to measure about 2 inches. You want the duct tape to be about 2 inches longer than your pen. So, got that cut. So now, set this aside. You have that piece, so you don't have to keep measuring. So now, you're going to kind of guesstimate 3 pieces of duct tape about the same length. So I'm just using the other pieces to measure. Goodness gracious. Duct tape. Geez, duct tape is sticky to work with. All right, there we go. I have 3 pieces. So now I'm going to take one piece. I'm going to line up the ends on one end, and I'm going to overlap it. I'm not sticking it on right now. I'm just holding it, and I'm kind of guessing. I'm trying to get the bottom edge lined up as best I can. I want it to be as flat on the bottom. The top can be all jagged. That's okay because you're going to cut it. And about maybe 1/2 centimeter, you're going to overlap the duct tape on top of it. And I didn't do a very good job. I'm going to have to redo it. Okay. So there you go. I'm making mistakes. Don't get frustrated with yourself if you make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and that's what makes life beautiful. Okay. So it's a little bit more on the top. That's okay. You just want to kind of overlap the edges a little bit. All right. I'm going to do the same thing. You can see I'm struggling a little bit, so be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself if you're having difficulties with it. All right. So I have one kind of like flat sheet of 3 pieces of duct tape. So now you're going to take your pen. You're going to leave the cap on, and you're going to lay it in the middle of your duct tape with the edge of the cap lined up with the edge of the duct tape. And you're going to hold the pen there. Take your cap off because you don't want to be in the way. All right, so now you're going to leave your pen laying there in the middle. So now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to cut 3 strips. You're going to measure them along, and you're going to cut 3 strips the same size of all the strips you already have. For time-wise, I already have some pre-cut, so you can pause the video and do it. But I just wanted to save some time. You don't have to sit there and watch me cut duct tape. All right. So you're going to take this middle piece. You're going to line the edges up, and you're going to try to very gently, you can see it, I'm very gently sticking the duct tape to the pen, but I'm not sticking the edges of the duct tape yet. I'm holding the end up, and now I'm very, very gently, I'm going to run my fingers along the edge of the pen and try to get the duct tape to stick on the edge. Now I'm going to lay the flat end down. So, and I have lumps and bumps, and that's okay. You don't want, actually don't want it to be perfectly flat because it's going to be a feather, and feathers never lay perfectly flat. All right, so that's what your first middle piece is going to look like. So you're going to have this like lumps and bumps and all of there, but that's okay. All right, so now you have another piece already cut. If not, pause the video, cut it, and then come back. All right, so you're going to do the same thing you did with the other duct tape pieces. You're going to overlap the edges about 1 centimeter over. You just want them to just barely overlap, and you're going to try to line up the bottom as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you're going to line up the edges. And okay, so that's what that one looks like. So you see I'm lining them up, and you're going to have this like one big long sheet of duct tape with a pen stuck in the middle. All right, do the last one. And that one's overlapped a little bit more, but that's okay. All right, so that's what mine looks like. You're gonna have a strange looking flag looking duct tape. So you have a sheet of duct tape. So now what you can do is you can use a dry erase marker, and you can draw like an outline. So we're going to cut the pen to look like your feather, and you can draw the feather first, or you can just kind of guesstimate. I gave you a whole roll of duct tape. If you mess this one up, that's okay. So I'm just going to jump in, and I'm just going to kind of make up a feather shape. And I'm just going to cut it. I'm kind of leaving the edges straight, kind of leaving it wide at the bottom. I kind of go around, and there you go. I just cut a feather. Pretty simple. And so what I was saying about the dry erase markers, you can dry erase on this, and then it wipes off with your fingers. So if you're worried about making a mistake. So now you're going to get your ruler out, and you're going to look at 1 centimeter. On your ruler where the presidents are upside down, you'll see 1 centimeter. You're probably going to do about half a centimeter. So you're going to start cutting slits inside your feather about half a centimeter wide. I'm just going to guess. And they don't have to be perfect. So I'm going to do a couple more, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I'm cutting slits. So you see how I'm doing slits, and you're just going to keep doing that all the way up. And they don't have to be perfect. They can be big, they can be small. If you make a mistake and you cut one piece off, which I've done before, that's okay. You're going to have a little hole in your feather, and that's exactly the way it should be, because feathers are not perfect. Mother Nature is not perfect, and you want it to be imperfect. If it was perfectly straight, it wouldn't look real, even though we know it's not real. But like mine are all different sizes. So, and this is where it comes in key to having a really sharp pair of scissors, because I just sharpened mine. I actually have some scissor sharpener, a little contraption that sharpens scissors. And then I've also read a trick. If your scissors are not sharp, you can cut them on tin foil. And supposedly, that's supposed to sharpen it. You have to cut it several times, but the metal is supposed to make the blade sharper. All right, so I'm going up. So I'm going to show you what I did here. So I went all the way up, and I made all these little slits. And up here, I left like the middle part of the pen. I didn't cut into there. So that's it. So that's what you're going to do on the other side. And then you have a feather pen. They're really fun. They're really fun to make and really easy. And they're really awesome gifts. All right, you guys. I miss everybody at Thrive. I can't wait to see you all again. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Bye.